leads. Alrighty, YouTube friends, what is going on? David Lee back, brand new video. Today we are talking about retainer clients for freelance filmmakers, right? Do you need a retainer client? What are the pros and cons of having a retainer client? Now, financially speaking, it is a win for both of you guys, right? It is a win for you and it is a win for your client. And the reason being is many times when you have to price a project, it can be a considerable amount and it could be a higher amount. The reason why is because it's a one-time project, right? That means that crew needs to get paid. There is pre-production involved. There's location scouts involved. There are gear rentals, or maybe if you have your own gear, right, you are adding that to your rental package. And so because it's just a one-time project, you can price those projects a lot more higher than normally if you were to give, say, a series of like 10 videos or 20 videos. You can do a bulk discount on that, or some kind of manageable discount for your client. And having that retainer client model, again, guarantees you that you have a source of income coming in every month. Usually with retainer clients, they are anywhere between a 12-month to a 6-month term. And meaning for those 12 months or 6 months, you are providing a set amount of content. Again, it could be something like 15 videos a month. It could be 10 videos a month, all right? Those terms are different depending on the client, depending on the project scope, and also what the client actually needs for their business. And at the end of the day, the most important pro, I feel like, for retainer clients is having that consistent income per month. That's less stress involved for you having to see if you have okay, how many clients do I need this month? I need 10 clients this month, right? Okay, and we price it at this project rate, right? We have it at a different scale, right? Instead of having to worry about the quantity of clients that are coming in per month. And again, you're gonna have like those one-hour projects per month, right? That's just a given. But if you have at least one retainer client per month, you have the opportunity to reduce that stress threshold, right? Right now it might be here because you need to get a certain amount of clients per month. If you have that one retainer client, you could bring that threshold down significantly, right? And the less stress you can put onto yourself as the owner operator, the more freedom, the more fluidity you have throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, to again, put more energy on set, to put more energy in pre-production, to put more energy in creating content for your brand, for your business, and also be able to ensure that you and your crew is paid properly. Now, the only con I would say for having a retainer client is many times the level of creativity, as image makers, as cinematographers, a lot of times as the creative aspect doesn't go down the drain, but it's very limited, right? Because as a retainer model, you need to be able to provide your client with the most value, with the most quantity, and also what makes the most business sense as far as creating content. Now, instead of creating 10 3-minute short form testimonial videos, or story driven or narrative videos, you might only have 1 or 2 of them per month, right? The rest of the videos are going to be very 15-second vertical ad story kind of things, right? Very, very hype, very fast transition, very lots of animation, things like that, right? Where it's, again, not necessarily that it's not creative, but compared to how we view ourselves as cinematographers, it can be less creative in that realm, right? So that is probably the most influential con when it comes to having a retainer client. Now, moving the conversation forward, I'm going to give you guys 2 scenarios. Again, these are just 2 scenarios. There's so many out there, right? But I'm going to give you 2 scenarios. One is how to inspire the conversation with a new lead, right? Someone that you've never worked with before. And then also for a client that you've worked with in the past, maybe a few times throughout the year, and it makes sense for that client to actually move to a retainer model. So the first one is when you're talking to a brand new lead, brand new client, new business, new brand, right? You never worked with them before. And how do you inspire that conversation? As you're going through your discovery engagement, right? Could be the first phone call or the second phone call, but usually the first phone call, you have a better idea of what the client needs after you ask them the standard questions, right? What is your business need? What type of video content are you looking to create from this campaign or a series of campaigns, right? What is the scope of work looking like? So on and so forth, right? You get an idea of what the client actually wants and also what they need. And as you're talking to the client, they may say something in the realm of, it'd be great if we had a consistent or a higher volume of content for the next 12 months. But right now we're just talking about this one project, right? At least that gives you an idea that in their brain, in their mindset, their attitude, they're already thinking about multiple pieces of content, right? Volume of content throughout the year. So as you get, towards the end of your conversation and you're asking, things like, what kind of budget do you have? And also, how much content are you looking at total, right? The total amount of deliverables. It sounds like you guys might be interested in having multiple streams of content throughout the year, right? It's because right now we have about 6 videos on the table that you guys want to shoot for this single project, right? It's gonna take us about maybe a month and a half to shoot this content and do the post-production and so on and so forth. But would it make sense to actually create a program to be able to create a series of content throughout the next 12 months, right? That could be one campaign, or it could be a series of campaigns, right? That can hit, this product coming out, this product you already have out, the services that you guys provide, right? That's a third campaign, and also maybe some additional technology you guys are pushing out. Would you guys be interested for my production company to be able to provide a volume of content throughout the next 12 months? And they say yes, they say no, they say maybe, right? Whatever that answer is, at least you're putting that on the table for the client to sort of like mentally digest, right? Because one thing that I've learned is if you don't say it, if you don't say an idea or a concept you have, then the client, doesn't necessarily register that in the moment, right? But if you at least put it out there, they can in turn, say, okay, actually, you know what? They might come out like a couple of days later and say, hey, actually, you know what? I think it might make sense for us to do, content throughout the next 12 months. We really want to work with you. We love your work. What could you provide for us, right? Now, scenario number 2 is going to be for a client that you've already been working with for, maybe the last year, last 2 years, right? And it's basically the same principle, right? Because if you think about it, if you've been working with that client for say the last year and you've done 7 projects with them, right? 6-7 projects with them, and you can see that on Instagram they're posting stories daily, they're posting some IG reels every other day, they're creating posts on Instagram, Facebook, right? They're engaging with their community, right? They're not just putting out content and not liking the comments, not responding to the comments, right? If you can see that they're actually doing all these things where they're trying to build a community, trying to build an audience, and they're pushing out content with their phones and the stuff that you're providing for them, right? Have the conversation when the next project comes up, or if you feel like you're in between projects for that client and say, hey Anthony, would it make sense for us to actually create content consistently every month? We do say 6 videos. We do 3 vertical videos. We do 3, 2 to 3 minute short form videos that could be IGTV, that can go on your YouTube channel, right? What if we did some more collage, IG carousel type of posts per month, and I can help you with that, right? Create the captioning for it, create the visual aspects for it, right? Would that make sense? And Anthony might say, actually, you know what? That does make sense because we've been doing a lot of content, like everything you deliver to us, it's helped us provide increased lead generation, increased potential sales, right? We've grown in our brand awareness, right? When we started, we had 1,000 followers, and the last year with the content you've been creating for us, now we're at 15,000 followers, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's talk about that, right? And then that's how you can propose to them the retainer model, right? Saying something like, okay, so for the next year, the next 12 months, we're gonna do something like say. Again, these are just random, well, not random, but these are just like idea numbers, right? They're not specific numbers, but you can say something like, okay, we're gonna create 15 videos per month, and then 5 videos are gonna be this, 5 videos are gonna be this, and then 5 videos are gonna be this, right? As in vertical stories, 16 by 9, 30-second videos or mini videos, right? So on and so forth, right? And per month, it's gonna be $5,000, right? For all that content, right? And they say, okay, cool, $5,000, we're gonna get all this, all these types of content, this volume of content, because normally that one project might actually cost them, say $7,000 or $8,000, but you're able to provide that for them for $5,000. And again, yes, it is a little bit of a discount, but if you think about it, you have that one client that you actually like working for, that you actually like working with, and you're able to provide that steady stream of income per month. That also gives you the ability to go shoot the one-off projects, right? The single projects that are going to cost like $10,000 or $30,000. The cool commercial, right? That's like $100,000 or whatever it is, right? It's giving you that freedom to be able to not take certain jobs because you know you have that steady stream of income coming in per month. Alright, so I hope this video helps you guys out in some way, shape, or form. If you did like the video, please leave it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts when it comes to retainer clients. If you already have one, maybe you have 5 of them, or if you're on the fence of moving to a retainer client. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as always, just so you're notified of new content coming out. And remember, friends, every day you have an opportunity to create your experience and to write and tell your own story. My name is David Lee. I'll catch you guys in the next video.